Senator, this is Sunny. There's a shelter-in-place lockdown happening in San Francisco, and there's a chance that it may happen here in New York City as well. Your home state of Massachusetts has 256 confirmed cases, and over 100 of those came from a Biogen conference in Boston. This led a lot of people to speculate that this could be an airborne virus because the chances of all of them, I guess, touching each other at that conference is kind of strange. What do you think happened at the conference? Is it airborne?
So the problem we've got right now, Sonny, is nobody knows for sure about this virus. This is the thing about it being referred to as a novel virus, one that we haven't seen before, so we don't know the behavior. We don't know if it flourishes only in cold weather or warm weather. We don't know what the incubation period is. You remember, as short a period of time ago as a week ago, we thought that people who didn't have symptoms were not able to give it to other people, and now they're starting to change the guidance on that. So this is how I see it right now. The scientists are scrambling as quickly as they can. They're putting out health alerts. What the rest of us can do is to try to follow their instructions as clearly and carefully as possible. It started with lots around hand washing and hand sanitizer, distancing ourselves from other people. And to the extent that we can stay in place, even if there's not a shelter-in-place edict that's been put out, to the extent we can take care of ourselves, we can actually not only help ourselves, but help the system overall while the scientists are working to figure out exactly how this thing is communicated and how it is that we can respond and protect everyone.
Well, would you be a proponent of a lockdown or a shelter-in-place in Massachusetts?
So let me start by saying, when you identified how many cases we have in Massachusetts, keep in mind we don't have enough testing kits. And that's true in many places around the country. So whether we have 250 cases that are confirmed here or 2,500 cases or even more than that, you know, the doctors and scientists are speculating because without enough tests, how do you know? We're not testing enough of our people. So again, I want to go with what the doctors say. This should not be a political decision. This should be a decision that the epidemiologists, the people who know public health, and the best and latest information they've got on how this thing is being transmitted, I will follow their orders.
Senator Warren, this is Sarah. I wanted to ask you a question. We're still having primaries around the country, and 5 states have postponed their primaries so far. Now, given the CDC guidelines about social distancing, is it irresponsible to keep these primaries going right now, and should they be postponed until the pandemic is under control?
So, Sarah, I look at this the other way around. Democracy is based on the notion that people vote. So what we should be doing, and really putting a priority on this, is doing vote by mail. Let's get that up and organized. Let's find ways for people safely to be able to vote remotely. And we need to be putting this in place as quickly as we can for the primaries. But also, we need this in place by the time we hit our fall elections. I hope that this emergency is over. But if we haven't learned anything else, surely we have learned hope for the best, but plan for the worst. That's what we should be doing. So I want us pushing right now for safe ways of voting so we can keep people voting. We should not cancel elections. I don't think we ought to be postponing them either. We find safe ways to do this.